What's going on, fam? We back with another video, y'all. And for this one, we got a good video. We got 1090 on the screen, as y'all see, but we got a good one. It's been everywhere. It's been viral. Big Bank and 6ix9ine did an interview, and this has been well overdue. I ain't gonna lie, well overdue. I say that because he be letting them come on there and talk. They smack about him, and then on top of that, he got favoritism towards the Atlanta rappers and stuff. So I'm trying to see how he go about this, because this is gonna be funny. They said in the title that 6ix9ine destroyed him, so we finna see. So yeah, I ain't got really much to say. Let's get into it. Get y'all grabber, whatever y'all need. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, man, and let's go ahead and get into this video. Oh, 6ix9ine calling him.
Yo.
Damn.
Yo, did you watch that shit?
Hey, you know what's crazy is if you had FaceTime me right now, I'm literally recording my reaction to the shit.
That's wild.
Like right now, my camera's on and everything.
Yo, bro, I killed him.
Let's talk about it.
6ix9ine just sat down with an Atlanta OG by the name of Big Bank. If you haven't heard of him, he's the one who conducted the only interview with Young Thug after Young Thug's snitching allegations came out. Now, Big Bank is highly respected in Atlanta, and I'm going to be honest with you, in my opinion, 6ix9ine absolutely destroys him through this conversation by pointing out the hypocrisy, by pointing out the contradictions of how not just Big Bank, but the entire hip-hop community will side with their favorite rat, while everyone turned on 6ix9ine.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, because everyone did turn on 6ix9ine. Everyone turned they back on him bad, but no one was in his position. And like 6ix9ine did say, if any one of y'all was in his position, y'all would have told, and y'all wasn't even in half of his position and y'all told. So like, bro, nah, I can't. Like, a lot of people don't like him for what he did, but you got to keep it 100. Most of these dudes is rats nowadays, and 6ix9ine keeping it 100 he more honest than most of the industry shit. He be being honest now. He be letting it all out.
For doing the exact same thing.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube, and YouTube Music Premium, a whole app just for streaming music, uninterrupted.
Now I'm going to be reacting, obviously, to this interview, which
let's see how
falls
this
under fair use when it comes to copyright, because this is YouTube. I'm providing commentary, etc. But I have heard that Big Bank, or at least his team, gets videos smacked down that reacts to his. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't think that's the case. I don't think there's anything I'm going to say that he doesn't want said, as he was clearly willing to sit down and do this interview. But
exactly,
let's check it out. Quick pause, because this might actually.
All right, we ain't trying to hear that.
Trying to ban the Q and the option. If you ever literally,
we're gonna get right into it. Why you wake up?
Helping people like you stay more on top of their finances.
We're gonna get right into it. Why you wake up with on your mind? That's what I want to know.
When I wake up,
why you asking him that? Like, why would you start it off with something like that, bro? Man, that's crazy, bro. And bro, I don't like the way he started off. When most of the time these people be talking about him in the first time, and he responds, he just goes extra with it. So then it looks like he's doing the most. Like, no.
I don't wake up with on my mind. I wake up me responding to
see what I just say. Like,
I'm from New York. I feel like a lot of rappers, they wake up and mention 6ix9ine. They not from New York. When Meek Mill mentioned me, he not from New York. When Lil Durk mentioned me, he not from New York.
Because everybody clowned this dude when he went down.
He not from New York. When 21 Savage mentioned me, he not from New York.
I'll say this off top. That's a cop-out. Saying, why do you wake up with black people on your mind?
Yeah, like,
when
come
really
on,
what
bro.
you're getting at is, why are you talking about us? You're Mexican. You should only be talking about your people.
We ain't finna do that, bro.
Hip-hop has been for everybody since it started. It was founded by black people. There's also a big debate on how influential the Puerto Ricans were when it came to creating hip-hop. But trying to tell somebody you're Mexican, you can only speak on Mexicans, is the same thing they tell me. You're white, only speak on white people. I speak on crime. And hip-hop. And unfortunately, my face isn't going to be the biggest topic of conversation, but I also cater to my audience. It's the same thing. When 6ix9ine came out, he was around all black people, so he feels comfortable in that space. And to silence him by saying, oh, well, you're not this, or you shouldn't be speaking on this, I think is BS.
Why do they gotta...
Especially when they writing too, so it's like, bro, I can't speak of what they doing the same thing I did, so like, it's like, come on, bro, make it make sense.
On my life, my case, not being from New York or having anything to do with my case, you know what I mean?
in the same rap though.
Yeah.
So then why you see you put your foot in your, yeah, this is gonna be a good video,
So,
yeah.
I'm not...
This is gonna be a
He
good
just
video.
proved my point. 6ix9ine said, why are they speaking on me and they're not from my city? Bank said, well, because y'all are all rappers. Okay, so then why can't 6ix9ine
So that contradicts
speak on
what you
them?
said in the first place, bro.
It's the same shit.
in the same rap so they can and I can't. You get it? So it's not like me waking up and saying why I'm waking up with on my mind. They mention me first, so like when I got the right to defend myself, or is it only like a one-sided thing?
You just overdo it to me. You know, I'm gonna keep it a break, but you just overdo it.
But you can't after someone speaks on your name, and if you take it in a way of disrespect, when someone disrespects somebody, bro, you cannot control the way they're gonna react. You don't know how they're gonna react. So it's best to just mind your business and focus on what you got going on in life, because like I said, I just said that he do be doing extra, he do be doing the most, but it's a response. So he wouldn't be doing all this if niggas keep their mouth closed and stop bringing him up. It's pretty common sense, bro.
All right, so there's rules to like levels now. I never mentioned 21 Savage, but this is what he had to say on the Big Bang Show.
So one of the first contradictions that 6ix9ine will point out is this interview with Big Bank that he did with 21 Savage, because apparently 6ix9ine never mentioned 21 Savage, but Savage brought him up in the interview.
And let's get into that, bro. I said it a while back in one of my other videos when the topic came up. But for those of y'all who don't know, 21 Savage got a U visa or some shit like that, where pretty much if some shit happened, he gotta cooperate, or if he don't cooperate, he gets sent back over to where he's from, because he's not from the States. He's from like London. So if they got a thing with him. I forgot what it's, U visa, something like that, where if you pretty much you don't cooperate or you don't do what we need you to do, you're getting sent back to where you're from. If you think I'm playing, I hope he bring that up.
And he responded, which is 6ix9ine's point. How do I wake up with people on my mind when they talk about me and all I do is react? And Bank would say, yeah, but you do too much. You react too much. And 6ix9ine would come back with, there's a fucking limit to how much I can defend myself.
No.
And it's just like, I'll be honest with you. I think Bank realized early on that he is talking to somebody that's going to pick apart every single contradiction, and Bank is gonna look somewhat like a hater, because
exactly
you're not gonna see him agree with 6ix9ine based on the fact that obviously 21 Savage is his boy, so was a lot of these Atlanta rappers, and he's just not going to allow himself to agree with 6ix9ine, no matter how much 6ix9ine is making sense.
21 Savage in the United States right
no matter how flawed or how wrong they is, he's still gonna side with them niggas, bro. That shit is lame to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And I fuck with his platform or whatever, but that shit's still lame, bro. You shouldn't be picking and choosing, bro. What's real was real, what's wrong was wrong, bro. At the end of the day, bro, we gotta keep it a buck across the board, bro. You got a platform for it. You don't need to have this platform just to be picking and choosing sides for it, bro. That's not bro. Keep it real. Keep it real with forget about the friendships, bro. Keep the friendships for behind the cameras, bro. When you on the cameras, bro, keep it real for your audience, bro. That's what you're supposed to be doing, bro. Not for your friends. Like,
How's he here?
What do you mean? What's your point?
He's not from here. He's the facade.
That don't make you no facade because you're not from America.
All right, so watch this.
But what's this gonna prove though? Like what's this gonna prove? That's what I'm saying. Like what is this gonna prove?
What is he doing?
Now the fact that 6ix9ine has a whole PowerPoint presentation,
he came prepared,
is hilarious, right?
And
what he's showing on the screen, and basically what he's saying is, y'all are saying that I'm a facade, that I'm not real. I'm really from New York City. I really grew up in this. And he's saying 21 Savage is from the UK. Bank is, well, what does that prove? How is he even in the U.S.? And now 6ix9ine is pointing out that 21 Savage has a U visa. A U visa, for those that don't know, is basically a way for immigrants to stay in the country if they've been a victim of a violent crime in the US. It's kind of like, hey, you came here visiting and got shot and we feel bad, so we're gonna let you stay here as an apology. We're not gonna give you money, but we'll let you stay here. Like, our bad, you know. Streets is kind of crazy over here, but our bad. Now, this is the Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services website. And it would break down victims of criminal activity, U non-immigrant status. The U non-immigrant status U visa is set aside for victims of certain crimes who have suffered mental or physical abuse and are helpful to law enforcement or government officials in the investigation or prosecution of criminal activity. The legislation was intended to strengthen the ability of and are helpful to law enforcement or government officials in the investigation or prosecution of criminal activity. The legislation was intended to strengthen the ability of law enforcement agencies to investigate and prosecute cases of domestic violence, assault, trafficking of aliens, and other crimes, while also protecting victims of crimes who have suffered substantial or mental or physical abuse due to the crime and are willing to help law enforcement authorities in the investigation or prosecution of the criminal activity. What 6ix9ine is getting at in this interview isn't the fact that 21 Savage just has a U visa. It's the fact that one of the most infamous stories in 21 Savage's lore is he was shot on his birthday and a close friend of his died. Savage almost lost his life as well.
Right.
This is the reason Savage was able to get his U visa and not be deported, because he was a victim in this crime. And by definition, what the U visa is defined as is giving.
So wait, what's the catch? That's what most people ask when
Giving
they hear
it to
about
you, but
Smud's brand new.
Do us a favor, we get us
citizenship to a victim of a crime who helped with the investigation and or prosecution.
On some typical white American stuff, bro. We'll give you this, but you're gonna have to still give us this. And if you don't want to give us this, then go to where you came from, bro. Like, pretty much, like, that's what they do, bro.
Who committed that crime. So 6ix9ine isn't really saying, oh, he must have snitched. The U visa's definition is saying he cooperated in some sense.
Exactly.
That's literally what the U visa definition is. If you want to get it, you have to help with the investigation. And the thing is, the paperwork has never been released publicly for anyone to see what 21 Savage said.
No, bro, you can't make this shit up, bro. You can't go back. You can't make this shit up. So he doing all this, bro. And I'm not the type of nigga to just be like naive to a situation. He doing all this U visa. He explained all that. And the paperwork ain't came out from that situation. Yeah, let's get into that. Let's dive into that, bro, because he be talking real crazy, bro. Let's dive into 21 shit. Dive into his history,
help
bro.
With the investigation.
No cap.
And the thing is, the paperwork has never been released publicly for anyone to see what 21 Savage said that was able to get his U visa approved. But 6ix9ine is pointing out that contradiction. Y'all are calling me a rat, but your homie's only in the country because he cooperated to get his U visa. No one's ever seen it. Nobody else makes comments about it. But that's the reality of the conversation we're facing.
Does 21 Savage have a U visa? How is he in the United States right now? And are helpful to law enforcement in investigation or prosecution of that criminal activity. This is a fact, though.
But what they got to do with anything, though? I'm saying, what are you saying? What's the point, though? What's the point?
Stop acting. Right, see, there, bro, he pisses me off. I don't like when people act stupid, bro. You know how to put two and two together, bro. Quit acting like you slow. You know how to put two and two together, bro. You weren't born yesterday. You know what he's saying, bro. He calling out your favorite people, bro. Like, come on, speak up.
But what they got to do with anything, though? I'm saying, though, what's the point, though? He just showed you that your homie has a U visa, and the definition of a U visa is saying.
And now he want to play stupid. No, we're not doing that.
While we talk about this, When the victim is helpful to law enforcement in the investigation or prosecution,
that's that picking and choosing, bro. I don't like
criminal activity, which would be the violent crime that makes them able to get a U visa. And Banks' response was, I don't know what that is. I never heard of it. What does that mean, though? What are you trying to say? He's telling you what he's trying to say. You just
like, come on now.
He was a victim.
I mean, a
lot of people be victims who have suffered from certain crimes.
Okay,
basically,
now,
right?
but don't finish there. This is the key word right here. Read that slowly for me. Now read it out loud. Let people
see. He want to be on some like, I don't like that. You picking and choosing, bro. Be real, bro. This is what the audience is here for, bro. Keep it a buck, bro. They want the real truth, bro. They don't want this, bro.
Physical abuse
or physical abuse, mental or physical abuse, and are helpful to law enforcement
in the investigation and process of criminal. Yeah.
That's what he got right now.
Look at him. He just said he don't want to read it. He don't want to read the rest of the definition of a U visa because
bro.
It makes his homie look bad. And this is the contradiction 6ix9ine's pointing out.
Now let's hear what 21 gonna have to say then, since he wanted to keep bringing up 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine put his ass in the trick bag. Now let's see what he gonna do.
The man read the whole top half of the paragraph. We know Bank can read. He ain't stupid. And he refused to read the rest of that paragraph because he will not accept anything that makes his people look bad. And this is the whole reason 6ix9ine wanted to have this sit down, to point out these contradictions in real time.
Like, you can't even talk about these.
Bank,
bro, I don't want to talk. I'm trying to ask you questions.
Nah, but I know, Bank, but listen to me. I know it's hard to believe. I know it's like tough. I know it's like, damn, like I don't want now looking into this. 21.
It's fucking hurt. His face.
Y'all is not like that. They not.
You think you like that though? I'm asking.
Yeah, you know why?
Why he keep trying to change the narrative, bro? We've been discovered that 6ix9ine is snitch. He been owned up to it. He said, yeah, I did what I did. He owned up to all that. So we get past that point. So why are you even asking if he like that or not like that? That don't matter. We on your people right now. They not like that, bro. So stop acting like he trying, bro. Change the narrative.
Because I'm the only that did what I did, right? Sat on that stand and came out and wore it. I came out and said,
is you really wearing it though?
There's no way that 6ix9ine isn't wearing it. I mean, I remember when he first came home.
He said he did it.
TMZ or whoever walking up to him and like, yo, how does it feel to have ratted or investigated or whoever? It might have been just like a random fan that asked him. He was like, oh, I feel like Batman, putting away bad people and shit. He's always worn it. And that's the difference between him and a lot of other rappers. A lot of these other rappers will deny it to this day that what they did was snitching.
And that's why, me personally, I respect 6ix9ine, because at least you owned up to what you did, bro. You ain't tucking your tail on it, bro. Like, you did what you did, and you standing on 10 as a man, and I respect that, bro. I can't do nothing but respect it. Now, I don't agree with what you did, but I respect that you standing 10 toes as a man about what you did, and you're not tucking your tail behind it. And on top of that, you proving that these other people is flawed and fake. So, salute to him, bro. I got nothing but respect for him.
Versus, he flat out said it, and he knew there's nothing I can do to change people's minds. I'm just gonna embrace this shit. But then he weaponized it and said, okay, if y'all are gonna come down on me this hard for being a rapper that snitched, I'm gonna point out all of these other rappers that snitched, and let's see if y'all pick and choose, which they did.
And they're going to.
Lasted long enough to point out the contradictions of hip hop picking their favorite rats, to the point now that he's making a comeback because it doesn't make any sense to hold the shit against him.
Exactly.
When all these other rappers have gotten passes, and these are the most gangster rappers that we can think of. So it's like, damn, he's proving his point.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you make your point 100% on this podcast, and everybody be like, you know what, he right.
I'm right. You know what they gonna say in the comments? Yo, damn, it's the right message, wrong message. Bank, you not hearing him though. I'm telling you what they gonna say.
No, I get what you're saying.
That's exactly what they're gonna say. The reason they're gonna say that is because nobody wants to side with 6ix9ine.
Exactly.
100%. That's the reason that they're gonna say that. And a lot of these people don't want to do that because they feel like it'll have an effect on their career because he was essentially blackballed when in reality he really hasn't been blackballed. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the Gunna situation, which is why he's going to bring up the tweet in the background right here from 21 Savage adding Gunna and Young Thug, who both have some serious allegations.
Gunna, Young Thug, y'all fix that shit. Y'all love each other. You knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time. When he told the first time. And we swept it under the rug.
He is killing y'all off right now.
We swept it under the rug for you. You know he wasn't trying to leave you to hang the streets. So why couldn't it be the streets when I did what I did? When they did me dirty. But trying to sweep y'all rat under the rug.
So you want to be accepted by basically.
No.
So that's the thing, right?
No, he don't want to be accepted by niggas. He just want to prove to y'all that the people that y'all glorifying, like they just some certified street dude, ain't never did nothing. They did the exact same thing I did. That's all he wants y'all to understand. It's simple. It's not hard.
Deflection. What Big Bang did right there was deflect. 6ix9ine asked him, here's a clear example of everyone knowing Gunna snitched and 6ix9ine telling Thug, look, we knew Gunna snitched and wasn't like that when he snitched the first time. So 6ix9ine is saying, if it can be fuck the streets for Gunna,
right?
Why wasn't it fuck the streets for me?
For me. Exactly.
And instead of Bank being like, you know what, that makes sense. Or you know what, yeah, Gunna should have been put in the same boat. He's saying, oh, you just want to be accepted like Gunna. No, he's asking, why wasn't the same energy held when it was your people instead of me? And I feel like it's easier to pick on who you view as the outsider or the weaker person than it is to politic on your own people.
Facts.
Because alienating Gunna, who is still highly successful, if not the most successful person in this conversation,
facts,
it's gonna be a whole lot harder to do than it is alienating 6ix9ine, right? And when you make that move against Gunna, you're taking a hit on your career. So this is the thing. Realistically speaking, a lot of people feel like they would take a hit on their career if they side with 6ix9ine. A lot more people feel like they would take a hit on their career if they side against Gunna. Does that make sense? That's why a lot of people never really wanted to say nothing. And then the whole fuck the streets and we should all get together. Yeah, because Gunna, that shit didn't affect him. So now y'all want features and to come back so everybody can keep making money and acting like shit didn't happen. Now that was the video of Gunna literally snitching on CNN, Crime Stoppers, whatever.
Let the police do their job.
Hold on,
My bad.
Hold. You asking me a question? Bro, you can stop hitting that bullshit, bro. He just walked nothing down, bro. You just showed the video. Hold up.
He walking you down in this interview, bro. He is walking you down.
Says, I walk shit down.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. He is walking him down. He going rapper to rapper, all his favorite rappers, and he knocking him down one by one. He knocking. This is hilarious, bro. This is comedy right now.
Big Bank is not gonna agree with him at any point in time in this conversation because he cannot feel like he let 6ix9ine get a win in this. He's not gonna agree with nothing. 6ix9ine can show him flat out, look, the man's on TV snitching, and Banks gonna be like, but hold on, you doing too much. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, that's telling. I'm asking you. You saying is that telling?
Can I explain myself?
Bro,
that's a yes or no.
Yes.
Okay.
Bro,
let me
he got my nerves
go ahead.
playing dumb.
You police? Why you painting a picture for it? It's the streets.
What'd he say? He said somebody's name? I'm asking a question. I ain't defending the name. I'm asking you a question.
Yo, hold on. Just listen.
That nigga some bullshit.
Look.
So again, deflecting. Now it doesn't matter if he identified what he was wearing. Did he say his name? It's just every excuse in the book. And honestly, I wonder if Big Bank was thinking to himself, maybe I shouldn't have done this because now I'm looking to
you shouldn't have done it if you was gonna sit and pick and choose. You should have already known if you was gonna take this. You need to be 100% real because you should have known, bro. Like of all people, 6ix9ine, you should have known is gonna come people like to play stupid. And I see he wanted to play stupid. That's why he playing dumb the whole interview. Like everything he bringing up. Oh, so that what's that? Oh, so that's Raden. Oh, so he didn't like. Come on, bro. I ain't fucking with it.
Before just coming up with excuses for everybody. He didn't say a name, but he identified what the shooter was wearing. Like that's not snitching. It doesn't count. You know what I mean? And this is exactly what 6ix9ine wanted. Apparently 6ix9ine paid him to be on his platform instead of the other way around. This is exactly what 6ix9ine wanted. He wanted somebody highly respected that sides with all of these guys to come through and try to defend them while he points out every flaw in their argument to their face.
Red. The pictures claims Ben and Carter were both wearing red.
Ben and Carter were both wearing red.
No,
Oh my God, he says the names.
that ain't what he said.
That ain't what he
Is
said.
that what he said? The pictures claims Ben and Carter were both wearing red. That ain't Jasmine Lynn. Let me hear it again.
Wait, hear it again.
He just asked this man to play it for him for like the 4th time. Quit playing with him, bro.
He said that ain't what he said, and he plays it again. He's Ben and Carter.
What? The police said it. God ain't say that.
Oh man, yo, I love that
Did
you
Gunna say
watching
that?
this in real time.
I'm just asking a question, my nigga. I'm not here to defend no nigga, bro. Whoever wrong, they.
Bro, how you gonna sit and say you're not here to defend no nigga? Whoever wrong, they wrong, but you're doing it, bro. You're playing dumb. You're playing in the.
Ben and Carter were both wearing red. He said, but he didn't say that. The police, this shit just, it writes itself. And this is why you have so many people that were never in the streets that are like, yeah, the streets is washed. And you have a lot of people that were in the streets and they're like, I'm getting far away from this shit. Because the rules
It's over with, bro.
I don't think I'm able to be like, oh yeah, I come from the, no, I don't come from the 90s. I was born in the 90s. I have no idea what life was like in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s. I don't have any idea what the streets were like in the early 2000s. I wasn't in it, I started wilding out like really like 08, 09, maybe 07 at the earliest. I was like 13, but I don't have an idea of what anything was like before that, when the shit was supposed to be real and people would actually get whacked for snitching. Like I never experienced that. I never saw that. If I'm being honest, I never saw that. And to see somebody like Big Bank, who was alive and in the streets back then and doing his thing back then, letting this shit go like it ain't nothing. It just goes to show
crazy.
The generation
It's wild.
shit doesn't really matter. It's just it's always been picking and choosing. It's always been, nah, he didn't say it. It was the it was the reporter or the police said it. Even with the Larry Hoover situation, the newspaper said Hoover identified the people that shot him. But everyone said, oh, Hoover didn't say it. The news said it. The news is lying. It's whatever excuse can be brought up. Same thing with Gucci Mane. They said, oh, Gucci Mane didn't snitch. His security snitched. His security were ex-police.
No, Gucci snitched.
Paperwork breaks down. No, Gucci
bro.
is the one that said it. His security wasn't even in the room. So people will come up with excuses for whoever they favor before they even know the facts, just because they can't let it happen. They can't let their idol be on the same level as 6ix9ine.
We knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told
But
the
everybody
first
knew
time.
that though. That shit been out. That
But
shit
you
been
just
out.
said Gunna didn't rap.
I ain't think he did.
Yo,
I
this
ain't
shit
never
is
listened
crazy.
to it, bro. I'm gonna keep it a break. I ain't never.
He had to step in the pool for that bullshit.
Bro,
He
this is
said,
wild.
y'all knew this, da-da-da. Banks said, yeah, everybody knew that. And then he said, but you said he didn't tell. And then he says, well, I don't think he did. It's, you can't win. You can't win. I don't want to disrespect Bank, you know what I'm saying? But
He
there's
picking
like
and choosing
a
though, for sure.
quote or whatever, when it's like, if you argue with a fool, you become the fool. If you argue with somebody in denial, what are you doing besides stressing yourself out? I'm not saying Bank's a fool, but Bank is in denial. And clearly it comes from favoritism.
Exactly.
He's not going to go against his own people for 6ix9ine, no matter how much it makes sense, no matter how logical it is, no matter how much proof is put in front of him.
When you sat down with Young Thug, you let him play in your face. You let him lie to you, and I seen where you try to tell him, nah, you did bad. But when you sat with Young Thug, you let him lie to you to control narrative.
Well, lie like what? Bro, you just tell me, bro.
Nah,
you ain't gotta play.
That's your interview.
So it's weird that he's saying this because it's almost like he doesn't want 6ix9ine to play the proof for him. He just wants to be able to have a conversation without the facts. So at that point, it's just going to be based on whose memory is better than the other. 6ix9ine's going to say one thing, Bank's going to deny it, be like, that ain't how it went. So 6ix9ine's like, well, fuck that. We're going to rewatch it. No, wait. Don't do that.
Hey, I mean, shit.
They're not going to. Well, this whole interview was posted on Bank's channel. It's not on 6ix9ine's channel. 6ix9ine, I don't even think has a YouTube channel like that. He's doing this shit through Kick or Rainbet or whatever it is. But Bank doesn't want him to show him what actually happened. He just wants to be able to deny it without the proof, which is crazy.
That part of the interview is say, damn, well, you can get these numbers so you can get that information. What information did I get from him?
So if the audio is trash because 6ix9ine's playing that on a speaker and it's being recorded, he's basically talking about when Young Thug was in the interrogation room and told the officers, look, I make promises, which was like the biggest red flag out of the entire thing when he sat down with the police. That's what he's talking about right now.
So,
go ahead.
I think Bank might have had somebody sitting there like, hey, if this shit gets bad, call me so we can take a little break, bro.
You say the perfect thing. What makes you think that y'all could trick the police? You know what hear his answer. Hear this stupid ass answer that he said.
I don't understand that, bro. I don't understand. Man, I'm bitches smart. Bro, this is like movies.
That was his answer. You said, what makes y'all think y'all could trick the police? He looked at you dead in your face and said, yo, it's like movies.
But what I supposed to do?
You need to say, hold on.
He is clowning y'all, bro. This is hilarious.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to feel bad for Bank, bro, because I feel like he's up there trying to defend the wrong people. If I'm being honest with you, Bank kept it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold. Bank should have never attended this little interview, bro. He should have just. He should have never attended this interview, bro. 6ix9ine is going in on him, bro. Pause, bro. He going in, bro. He can't do nothing. He don't got nothing he could do, bro. Like at all. He ain't got no comebacks for nothing.
When he asked that question, Bank was keeping it real. He was like, you know, you're facing. Speaking of Thug, you're facing this controversy because you thought you could spin the police. What makes you think you could spin the police? Like, you should have never had that conversation. And Thug said, movies.
Let's put me and Gucci side by side. I changed the 9ine Blood's life, right? Gucci Mane changed Pooh Shiesty life. There's videos of Pooh Shiesty right now not having nothing. Gucci Mane can put in a 1017 chain on him, right or wrong.
Let him cook.
I know he going with this,
you know,
yeah.
6ix9ine did what he did to 9ine to them Billies. Gucci Mane's doing what he's doing.
But 6ix9ine, like just like Gucci Mane put money in Pooh Shiesty pocket, put him on. Now the world know about him. He put the 9ine Bloods on to where like everybody know about him from New York specifically because they was rolling with him, and he was putting money in their pocket. Then to find out all they was doing all the backstabbing stuff, just like to come to a studio on Gucci Mane's side and to be getting robbed. He snitches in that situation. He snitches in this situation. It just shit. It is what it is. Like, and he just want to point out the similarities between the case though, like, cause everybody keep picking and choosing, and he just tired of that.
Going to them Memphis hitters.
Now, a couple years later, Pooh Shiesty robbed you. He made a whole song saying, yo, I put money in your commissary. Y'all did this. You did all that and you still signed to me.
Gucci never said your name, though. You responding to Gucci?
Gucci Mane never said my name?
What's your point? What's the point?
So you can't go and say, yo, I did all this for you. Why you do me wrong if I can't say it?
What's the okay? What's your okay?
I changed these niggas' life. They was doing me dirty. So why Gucci? You can't make excuse for Gucci and I make.
Who making excuses for Gucci though?
Again, what 6ix9ine is attempting to do is what Bank is refusing to do. And I've said this like 1,000 times already in this video. He just pointed out exactly what he's trying to point out. Gucci's, you know, everybody's like, oh man, Gucci gave them chains, Gucci gave them money, Gucci gave them fame, and then they went and robbed Gucci. Gucci ain't wrong for snitching. Well, 6ix9ine
did the same thing.
Changed a whole bunch of Billy's lives that were sitting in Brooklyn and wherever else, broke as fuck with nothing going on, had them traveling the world, had them up on stages, this and that, put jewelry on them, whatever.
Facts.
Basically let them live a life they would have never lived if not through him. And then they kidnapped him, robbed him, did what they did to him, and he snitched, but nobody was coming up with excuses for 6ix9ine. And Bank is refusing to even understand how the two things are exactly the same. It's kind of crazy. Now we're not gonna go through the whole, let me see, how long is it? Damn near 2-hour interview, because it's all the same thing. 6ix9ine is just destroying him with the contradictions, but we are gonna take a look on Instagram because 6ix9ine posted a clip and Whack 100 actually responded to this interview calling out Big Bank. Now 6ix9ine would say he fucked up the moment he sat down, laughed my ass off. Big Bank ATL, nah bro, you cool my black brother, thanks for the interview.
He come from?
I don't know, bro, cause you told on some brothers. You told on some black men, and you're a Mexican probably.
Oh, cool. All right.
That's how nigga probably feel like that nigga.
So he asked him, where does the hate come from? And he's saying it's because he's Mexican and he told on black people.
So this is what I'm saying. So I told him some brothers. Who killed Nipsey? A brother.
For sure.
Who killed Vaughn?
For sure.
A brother.
For sure.
Who killed PNB Rock? A brother.
For sure.
Who killed Pop Smoke? A brother. Who killed Biggie? A brother. Who killed Tupac? A brother. Who killed Slim 400? A brother. Who killed?
Bro, I want to be Martin King.
Shit down, nigga.
Hey, he not lying though. He not lying.
It doesn't matter though, bro. It doesn't matter. None of that matters until you do it. None of that matters because
it's cool
they
when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
That's our business. That has nothing to do with you. That's what I hear when I make videos on people. Well, why are you speaking on us? Why are you speaking on us? Why are you Well, because it's different when it's somebody else doing it. Now, Whack 100 would post a screenshot saying, I'm glad I've always been a wolf. When I kicked the door in 2021 and interviewed Lil Bro, speaking on 6ix9ine, they ridiculed me. Now they beg the same man for an interview that I told the world I'm gonna do me regardless. 21 Savage. Is Big Bank lame for sitting down with 6ix9ine like you said about me? I stay ahead of the curve, download and subscribe, right?
Yeah.
This person would say Big Bank was paid for this interview, no other way around it. 6ix9ine needed this interview more than Bank. So he's basically saying that as long as you get paid, you can work with 6ix9ine. But if you do it in any other way, you're lame. And then a lot of other people are agreeing with Whack, saying real shit. Salute Whack, I give you that. 6ix9ine destroyed Bank. 21 gonna duck the question. Facts.
Bet he is. I bet he is.
Bank never did this shit. So at the end of the day,
Bank should have stayed home. One, yeah. Let's see what he got to say real quick.
That's a pretty decent chess move by Whack. Savage, you called me lame for sitting down with 6ix9ine, but now one of the biggest OGs in Atlanta who you sat down with is sitting down with 6ix9ine. What is the excuse? Because he was paid? Because a lot of people also, including myself, gave Kodak Black a lot of shit for sitting down with 6ix9ine. Kodak Black had just shouted me out at Rolling Loud like maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And right before he shouted me out on the stage, he sat down with 6ix9ine. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, how you gonna shout me out? Because, you know, back then I was affiliated and you were rocking with the Bloods in prison, but then you came home and did a song with 6ix9ine who put away the same Bloods that you were rocking with. And it didn't make sense to me at the time. And you know, he got paid $1 million to do it. And to a lot of people, that sounds fucking amazing. And then now I look at it in 2026 like, damn, you know what? I feel like I owe Kodak Black an apology. That man got $1 million for that shit. And you got motherfuckers walking next to Gunna and Thug and plenty of other people for free.
Facts.
For free. And then I get any hate for it. and Kodak went and did a song for $1 million, and I was hating on him for that, that's my bad. The fuck wrong with me? Am I gonna deny $1 million to go sit down with 6ix9ine right now? Fuck no. Because what difference is it gonna make on my career? I have people hating on me for exposing rats. I have people hating on me for just speaking on shit because I'm white. It's not gonna make a difference in my career because I'm already hated on without even doing that. Now Wack would continue with another post saying, 6ix9ine, great job, keep making these clowns bow down to that which is greater than them. Walk shit down.
Listen, let's walk this shit down. 5 years ago,
I remember this.
I get the call from Act. 6ix9ine want to interview with you. You up for it? For sure. What the streets gonna think about you? Nigga, the streets. When I did it, y'all heard 21 Savage come on there and say, yo, Wack, that was lame. You interviewed 6ix9ine, everybody talking. When this Valley ninja kicked the door in, when this wolf chose his own path. And to this day, me and little bro, me and Daniel, 6ix9ine, whatever you want to call him, we straight, we tight, we solid. Now I look up, Big Bank's go on there. I want to hear all y'all call him a lame. Because there's no reason to talk to 6ix9ine. He ain't did nothing new but continue to grow and flourish in his career. It ain't been no new this or new this. The people still in jail. Male murder out, ain't said nothing, did nothing, ain't gonna do nothing. Over there trying to figure out where he gonna get his next meal. Listen, man, out there to the kids. What the streets is telling you to do, what you can do, what you can say, what you can't say. You do what you do.
Right. I agree.
Yo, did you watch that shit?
Hey, you know what's crazy is if you had FaceTime me right now, I'm literally recording my reaction.
He mollywhopped that nigga, bro.
Like right now, my camera's on and everything.
Yeah, bro, I killed him.
Hey, y'all, that's the video, y'all. Man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, man. that video was comedy, bro. I can't even lie to you. That video was comedy. He was playing dumb the whole interview, but at the end of the day, bro, 6ix9ine was right, bro. Y'all ridiculed him for doing what everybody else is doing now. And it's like y'all still want to try and hate him for what? Like, bro, let the man live, bro. That's my opinion, bro. At least at the end of the day, at least he being a man about it. Okay, I snitched. I did do that. I have a reason why I did that though. Okay, everybody still want to hate him. Then you got these people like Young Thug fucking snitching and shit, and then he's trying to deny it, and then everybody want to still get this man grace. Like, nah. Get him. I want him gunning all them niggas, whoever the fuck. Give them all the same hate that they gave 6ix9ine, bro. That's how it should have been. But then again, we in the world where people pick and choose. So yeah, it's crazy. But man, yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel though. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Then again, when y'all subscribe, hit that notification bell so y'all get the videos when they drop, man. Other than that, y'all be blessed, be safe, stay out the way. And I'm going to get at you on the next one, man.